Salutations, my name is Summer, and this is Cozy Reading with Quaker Cats, and I have all four cats in here today. I have Fenchurch behind me. I have Randall scratching on the cat tree. I have Mayfair down here hanging out with my books, and then Sylvie is in the plants, but she may come visit, maybe. So I want to go over my August TBR. I was going to do my wrap up, but I thought, oh, I have one more day of reading and we'll see what I can do in one more day. So August is going to be full. It's going to be crazy. And my TBR is always subject to change because I'm a mood reader. So I'll show you this TBR and then I will read whatever I want to read, and then you'll find out what I read in my wrap up. So, but these are things I hope to get to. First thing, not the first thing I'll read, but the first book I want to talk about is Lonesome Dove by Larry McMurtry. I've talked about this book a lot lately. I feel like it's a summertime read since they're retired Texas Rangers. And you know, the heat and being in the desert type area, I thought, oh, this is a summer read. So I hope to get to it. My mom told me about this book a couple years ago. I think she talked about it even longer before that, but I bought it about a year or two ago. Yeah, I bought it last year. So it's Sane Living in a Mad World by Robert Rodale. And that's what it's about. It's a guide to an organic way of life. So wanting to get to that. My mom started reading this book and she's wanting to talk to me about it. So I have got to get on. Plus I loved shoot, I can't my brain today. I got off work and it is not working. I want to say The Pillars of Earth, World Without End was the one I just read. And so A Column of Fire I want to get to by Ken Follett. This is the third book. I believe it's a series and not a trilogy. So I'd like to get to that. I got this from the library, Accessible Yoga by Giovanna Heyman. Yeah, my body is like a block of wood right now. Now that I'm, in my 40s, I gotta start stretching and create this routine. Otherwise, I'm gonna be hobbling around. My friend my book friend, the one that I give books to, and he gives me books, and right now we're reading the same book, which I'm excited about, and I'll tell you about that when I tell you what I'm currently reading. But anyway, he gave me Animal Dreams by Barbara Kingsolver. This is in her backlog. Of course, I haven't read it. I'm hoping to read it. But I love Barbara Kingsolver. Everything I've read, this book, and there's one other book that I haven't read, and I believe I've read everything else of hers. So after I read this one, and there's one other one, unless she comes up with something new, but I think Unsheltered came out a couple years ago, so I don't know if she's working on anything new or not. But anyway, I'm excited to get to this. Okay, so I got this beautiful edition of Find Me. Andre Ackerman. I'm not for sure how to pronounce it, but I loved his other book, Call Me by Your Name. My favorite fruit are peaches, and so I'll never look at a peach the same after reading Call Me by Your Name. So I didn't watch the movie, so I can't tell you if it's anything like the book or not. But oh, there's Sylvie. You have now seen all four of my cats. She is checking out the quiet aquarium at the moment. All right. I want to get to Toni Morrison, The Bluest Eye. You can see it there. I've had this, like I said, I've had it since 2000. It's time to get to it. And I haven't read a Toni Morrison in a while. Strange Weather by Joe Hill. I read The Fireman and Nosferatu by him, and I really enjoyed him. I don't know if he would be happy about this, but I mean it as a compliment. His writing is very similar to his dad's. So if you like Stephen King, you'll like Joe Hill. They have that, there's just a feel about their writing that when I first read a Joe Hill, I didn't realize he was Stephen King's son. And I thought, this reminds me of Stephen King, which I've never read another writer who reminds me of Stephen King until I read Joe Hill. So anyway, I really enjoy his books. Another book I got from the library is What It's Like to Be a Bird by David Allen Sibley. And I'm excited about this book. One of the things it says on the back is, if you ate like a bird, you might eat more than 25 large pizzas a day. Because you know how people, it's so funny the things we say, eat like a bird, and it's someone who's daintily eating when birds eat so much. But there's a lot of pictures in with it. So yeah, I'm excited. And it's due back the 7th, and I'm thinking, oh no. So hopefully I'll be able to renew it. But I don't know how the libraries are working right now. So, you know, everything's different right now with reopening and stuff. So, and my library is not open yet. I had to go a half an hour away to a library that's connected to mine. Okay, so what I'm currently reading, I am still reading I Know This Much Is True by Wally Lamb. My friend is reading this now, and I'm only on chapter 22, but when I talked to him last, he said he was on chapter 3. And he's a faster reader than me, so he'll be caught up really quick. But I am absolutely loving this, and I've talked about this book in past videos. I'm still reading Jane Austen at Home by Lucy Worsley. It's a biography about Jane Austen and her life and family, and I'm still enjoying it. I got a playaway. I love Terry McMillan. Everything I read, Waiting to Exhale, Getting to Happy, I Almost Forgot About You, and there's another one. Who Asked You? Those are ones that I can name off the top of my head that I've read of hers. Anyway, I got a playaway. I don't know if you guys are familiar with playaways, but I enjoy them. I think they're a lot of fun. Anyway, this is about a 68-year-old woman who, I don't want to tell you. Yeah. I am trying to get my mom to order this book from the library, and she's turning 68 in November. So I want it to be kind of a surprise for her of what happens. And then if I tell you what's happening, then it'll spoil things for her and spoil things for you. So I'm not going to tell you. But I love Terry McMillan. I have not read a book of hers that I did not love. And finally, I am currently reading a book that is so popular right now on BookTube. And I bought it because the libraries were closed and I wanted to be able to read it in the summertime. But for me, and maybe it's just because I'm not that big on romances. I'm not for sure. But anyway, I got Beach Read by Emily Henry. And, you know, let's see where I'm at. I'm on 118 of 361. So, you know, I'm not quite halfway through, but I'm not a fan of the main character. I feel like her dad, I understand it's a complicated relationship, but, and I'm not giving you I'm not giving anything away. I mean, I'm pretty sure it says on the back. If not, I'm sorry, but I don't feel like it spoils anything to know. And plus her name is January, and his name is like Augustus, which I was like, why don't they just call him August? I mean, I don't know. I just thought that was kind of like, couldn't you have thought of a different name instead of having their names? Anyway, but yeah, they're both writers. And I guess I don't know. I haven't read that they have writer's block in that sense. They're kind of, I don't know. His character's okay. Her character I don't like at all. Like I said, I feel like she's very entitled. Her father died, left her this beach house, and she she doesn't want anything to do with it, but she's staying there for free. So I'm getting judgmental about it. Anyway, I'm not loving this at all, but I'm gonna finish it. I'll read it. These will carry over into August clearly since it's August like tomorrow or the next day. So, but yeah, every I bought it because of the booktube hype. And you know what? A lot of times it's real. It's real. A lot of times I feel that I have the same love for the books, but there's quite a bit when it comes to romance, especially. There's quite a few times where I have been led astray. So, anyway, that is what I plan to read for August and what I'm currently reading. Please let me know what you guys are reading for August. Jennifer from Jennifer Brooks might be doing a read along. So if she does, I'll want to, if it works out, I want to read whatever she'll be reading. She's very interesting. If you haven't checked out her channel, you should. It's Jennifer Brooks. And then I heard that there's Tome Topple, but you know, those never work out for me. I'm reading a lot of thick books, but with my schedule with full time, it never really works out. And I read big books every month anyway, but I think it's a great thing. I enjoy watching Tome Topple videos and stuff. So anyway, there's a lot of stuff going on in August. So yeah, let me know what you guys are reading. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great night.